It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw taken in by Conquo. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Ready? Go!
Looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go. Just the Eagles. Ready.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Seahawks at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ready?
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
18 Cardinal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatteraboo. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing his dart. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining 1st quarter of play.
Hawk 70, Hawk 19 tight, 19 tight.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now back to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready? Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Shot alert, shot alert. Bring it. Ready?
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now they'll change things up. Out of the gun. Here's Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
To kick off for New York.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Working to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get this down over to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But that's passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's 2nd and 8. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 32 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Looking to throw, Dart. They'll set up the screen to Scatterboo. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw now, Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
To kick off for New York.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Walker with it over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos. Cougar 19. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. A short throw taken in by Conquo. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Come on, set.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Short throw taken in by Bothrow. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
On third down, here's Walker. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
77.
It's fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the right sideline. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On first and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready. Practice. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now it's second and 10. To the air, Dart. And that's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing his Dart. And it is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, New York.
Throwing, Dart. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyrone Tracy, 57 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Second and 10. Now Dart. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing his Dart. He's going to let it go again. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. Let's take it on the 25. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Giants first down.
Now we'll tap this and run. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Dart going to give to Scannaboo. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 18. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Dart. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Ready.
Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Off the middle, here's Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little Further down inside the 40. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd down and 8.
Come on, come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22.
That's good.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go. Clean up, smash, check, cowboy 80. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Ready.
They'll try and run. Walker trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Viking 18. Let's go.
First mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy, right?
And got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for the Giants. And even 50 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Zone read here. It's Scatteroo with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. To throw, Dart. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
First down, here's Scatterby.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Here's Dart.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
60 Eagles, 60, tracking 60. 18 and running, 18 running. 19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw is Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Cam Scatterby, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
At the 42-yard line.
Let's rig alert, rig alert. 6, 70 Lions.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Out of the gun, again to Charbonnet.
And he stopped immediately there.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Get it.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
79 Broncos. Steady.
Back to throw now on first down. Pass to the right. There's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw, Dart. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. They'll go. Here's Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
14 yards. And the Giants first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught at the 20. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Scatterboo. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Give up the middle, Scatterboo. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets him to the 9-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here now, 2nd and goal. An inside run with Scatterboo. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Get it. 18, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he taken in by Shaheed. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Viking.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still